Alright, so now that we know how to create game objects in our scene, let's go over how to create prefabs. So what is a prefab? A prefab is basically a pre-made object that we can use over and over again in our scene, and we can make changes to the original prefab very quickly and automatically update every other prefab that's in our scene. So let's first create a game object. Let's go to game object, create other, and I'm just going to select a cube. Now I'm just going to make a stack of cubes. So I'm going to press Command D. You can press Control D to duplicate. You can also right click on them and just select duplicate. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a few more. And I'm just going to make a stack of cubes like this. So I like what I have here. So I'm just going to go ahead and make these 3 cubes right here a child object of this first cube. So I'm just going to select them and just drag them into this first cube. And this little icon right here, this little triangle, means that they are now grouped together. So once I've done that, I'm going to right click in my project panel, create prefab, and I'm just going to name it stacked cubes. Alright, and once you've done that, you can see that it's a gray icon right here, meaning there's nothing actually associated with this prefab. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag and drop this cube collection onto the stacked cubes. And once I've done that, you can see it turns into a blue icon. And if you open it up, you can see the 3 cubes under there. So now I can go ahead and delete the original. And I can just go ahead and drag the prefab from the project panel into my scene. And you can see they are all exactly the same. Now the great thing about prefabs is that I can go ahead and select the original prefab from my project panel and make changes over here. So if I select 0.3 by 0.3 by 0.3, you can see that it automatically updates everything within the scene window. Now if you want to export your prefab to be used in other projects, you can just right click on the prefab and then select export package. That way you can export a prefab to be used in other games. So that is the basics of creating a prefab in Unity.